Hello and welcome to this week's Wellbeing Wednesday with me, Ian Haken, founder and Chief Dorothy here at Yellow Brick Road. You can see that I've got an array of guests today. We're all in one room. Sorry about the backlight. It was the best light I could get in the circumstances. Now, today we've been at an exciting meeting which John Burrows here has kindly hosted and pulled together to talk about the potential of a new space for Norwich to foster innovation and new business startups and growth. And I'm going to introduce everybody in the room and their relevance. I've hijacked the end of the meeting to talk about, the thing I wanted to really talk about today was around how our work environment can really help or indeed hinder our well-being. And all of the guests I've got left that I've managed to sort of tie to the table before they left to go off and do other things, have all got a unique insight into that. So I'm gonna just ask them to frame that. We're not going to stay for too long. We've got to go off and look at a field apparently, and go look at an exciting potential site for a potential park. So I'll just go around and introduce everybody. So first of all, we've got Andrew Smith here from who's a partner at an architectural practice called Paul Robinson Partnership. Andrew and I have worked on a number of projects in the past together. We've got John Burrows, who is the founder of By the Cherry. We've got Rick Parisi, who's a commercial property developer who owns the Cambridge Innovation Park and other innovation parks and enterprise parks around that area, and lots of other developments. We'll come on to that in a moment. And then we've got Louise next, Louise Ives Wilson, who is an award-winning interior designer who focuses on helping improve health and well-being in that design process. And then last but not least, we've got Roland Wilson, who is an international business and marketing consultant. So welcome everybody to say hi. Hi. So what I thought I'd do, we'll be fairly brief, is I was just going to ask you those kind of two questions really that I kind of framed in that point. We'll just go round each person and say, so what do you think in your experience, and do bring in your personal experience of what you've seen within your own environment, what you've seen professionally in terms of delivery that you've done for your customers. What kind of things really help enhance the well-being of you or your colleagues or your customers indeed in the building design and development and rollout? That, you know, we can talk about stand-up desk things I talk about a lot, and I'm going to interview Floyd Sayer about those in a few weeks' time. But the actual fabric of the building and the way and the infrastructure of what's around it to help and enhance well-being. You want to do first, Andrew?
Really important. I mean, we've recently moved from Great Yarmouth Town Centre and a little office in Norwich to a large open space modern building in Little Plumstead, and the main thing for us, the intrinsic thing for us, is to bring all the staff together. Everybody can bounce off each other, have a big open space where they can relate to each other, and so therefore the ergonomics and the connectivity and integration of the space itself is prime importance. And we've been there 3 months, and it's working brilliantly. So it's working great. The environment is important. It's a modern building. We're getting purged air. We're getting natural ventilation. We've got a quality of space and environment which is good to make people feel great. Underfloor heating, all that sort of stuff. So a modern environment, lots of light, good air quality. So that's the environment itself. Good working spaces as far as the ergonomics of each person using their workstation or whatever it is. So the environment we design to and also use ourselves is of prime importance. As far as the environment is concerned, yes, I mean, parking is a big thing as far as getting access to the building, our clients coming into the place as well, and for the staff to use that place as well. Are the services established? Is the infrastructure there as far as the amenities, the lifestyle choices, which Rick will probably touch on as well? Is it there as far as support for families, how they work at different periods of the day? Are there any social aspects as far as a bar or food outlets, that sort of thing? We haven't got all that, but I think it's important to try and think about that in modern design. Yeah. So we're on the road, hopefully, with our new practice.
We have got deer.
We have got deer and sheep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very unique.
Yeah.
It's environment.
And each sheep's got a name.
We've got a sort of share in a deer.
That's right. Yeah.
The landowners.
There's only one deer I've seen so far. So
I think there's more than one.
All right.
Certain times of the year.
Famous deer.
Certainly seen one. Okay, thank you, Andrew. That was really insightful. John, do you want to?
Yeah, my own personal experiences as a sole trainer myself, and also for the last 26 years advising, coaching, training sole traders in various guises. It probably occurred to me about 3 or 4 years ago when I had the chance, or 3 years ago, I had the chance to go to the Enterprise Centre on the UEA campus, which is an exemplar build, low carbon building, and it suddenly struck me within weeks how much that environment was not only affecting my own creativity and work and general well-being, but also as clients started to visit me, which was the key reason for going there in the first place, how much an impact them spending a couple of hours with me in that environment had an effect on them going outside that building and going back to their building. And that's why I'm keen to really see this roll out, and this gentleman here is the sort of seed asset catalyst to that, because he's already done what I would want to have done, because he's already done it. So I think on that basis, just getting in and he can tell you about what's happening in the Cambridge Innovation Park, which I particularly, for the reasons I just said, would love to have in mind.
Yeah, so we want to follow up on that and talk specifically, obviously there's the bigger message here about the idea of something like that for Norwich, which would be a great thing, but around the stuff we talked about this morning, around the ecosystem that helps with the health and well-being of the residents and their teams.
Yeah, what we've done is at Cambridge Innovation Park, we've created what we call a working lifestyle. Because Cambridge Innovation Park is on the fringe of Cambridge, is just outside the outer A14 off the A14 off the A10. It wasn't the easiest of situations, simply because everyone wants to be in the city, they want to work in the city, and to try and get them to travel out wasn't a particularly easy task. So what we've done, because we've got a large site, 10 acres, we've effectively created our own centre of gravity, if you like. We started as a business centre. It then sort of turned itself into a technology centre, so we obviously named it and put in a huge fibre to bring in the particular people we were looking at, technology companies. But one of the things that we realised that was a stumbling block was the fact that people wanted facilities around them. So what we've done is actually take steps to create those facilities. So up to now, I mean, we've put in an incubator, a co-working space, and the desk sharing or desk rental pods, and a whole load of different sized office units, so that basically people can come in with a laptop and an idea. They can grow, and they can gradually increase the size of their unit, increase the number of employees without having to move off site. And in order to make the site more attractive, we just finished fitting out a bistro and wine bar.
You already
we already, well, there wasn't a cafe on site when we bought the site. It was a very big one. But we put the cafe in, so we've got a cafe in the atrium, which has actually made it very nice, because there was planting with planters with tropical trees in the atrium, and it was a lovely space, but it wasn't anything anyone would use. Basically, they would walk through it, and that was it. It was a big vacant space. So we've used half of it for the cafe, half of it for the co-working. So it's actually become quite a nice, vibrant environment now, and that has worked really, really well. In addition, we've, second week in January, I think, we opened a gym, about 3,000 square feet, with a massive range of equipment. That has, I think up to now, has got something over 300 members already, which has worked brilliantly well. But as part of the gym, to take that further, we've also added a spa. The spa includes a jacuzzi, a steam room, a sauna, a nail bar, a beauty salon, and a tanning booth. So Basically, people come to work, they don't have to work. They've got offices, there's people basically they don't have to do it. And yeah, I think they do hairdressing as well. If they don't, we're very interested. So that has been extremely popular, and well, so much so it's actually it's created interest from Claire Perry, who's Minister for Business, Energy and Industry, has visited us recently, and local MP, the county mayor, all very excited about it. So that's worked tremendously well. Moving on from there, the next step is to introduce day nursery so that the employees on site can actually bring their children in, put them in day nursery, go to work, and pick them up after work.
And I think from what you said, this is being driven by the demand of the customers that you're seeing and what they want, what their needs are.
Yeah, we always we always want to listen to the people that are coming in. We want the positive and the negative, because if we're doing something not right, we could do it better. Or there's another facility that could be introduced, then that's what we're doing. One of the other things we're introducing as well is overflow bikes, so that they can pick up an overflow bike and cycle into town. We've also looking at putting in a car sharing scheme. We've added electric vehicle charging points, and the next step is to bring in some shuttle buses as well. So we'll shuttle bus into the city, to the park and ride and wherever else.
So that connected wellbeing experience really, inside and out of the building.
Yes.
It makes the working village.
And of course there's a lot more space. So we will continue to listen to what people want, and we'll continue to add facilities as we go along as well.
Right, so Louise, same question. Obviously, you've got a certain angle on it, which is going to connect to Andrew's angle, I think, quite well in terms of your professional background, in terms of one being an architect, one being an interior designer. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, I think the workplace environment, getting it right is really of utmost importance. Obviously, we spend most of our time at work, so it has a huge impact on our health and well-being. So at my design practice, we actually started implementing biophilic design, our innate connection with nature as human beings, and there's been research and development around it, and actually there's proven statistics that incorporating some of these elements into our working environments really does help, and it can help our health and well-being, improve productivity, improve creativity. So it's just trying to get people aware of this and sort of looking at these sort of aspects when you're first moving into a building or starting building somewhere, and trying to incorporate those in the beginning to sort of increase in the right kind of staff and clients as well. That's our angle on it.
Yeah, I try and practice a little bit at the end of my long runs. I try and do a barefoot run on the beach at the end. Try and earth myself. Yes. So Roland, I'm going to lean back a bit so that you're not crowded out by my head. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, so for me, it's been, from a personal point of view, I've had the opportunity to work in a couple of incubators as a business coach and, as a mentor. And some of the environments that I worked in, I've realized that, were not very conducive for some of the people that were in there. And myself, actually, I decided not to work out of any of these incubators because I was being offered a lot of space to work from some of them, but I realized that I was more productive in other environments. So that was from a personal experience. I think where I am right now is with most of the clients that I'm working with, especially as part of my business practice, trying to, bring in businesses from, all over the world, find the right spaces and environment for them to be able to work and grow. I think it's important to be able to find the right sort of, setup, which allows them to be able to grow, as individuals, and also give them the space to be able to sort of develop their businesses to the full potential. And I think the environment plays a very important part. So working with John, I think one of the things that, we spoke a lot about is really, how important the environment we're working affects our productivity. And also in our coaching, our business, what we do is when we're working with people, we're conscious and mindful of the environment we're working with them in and how that impacts how they're able to take stuff in and how they're able to develop. So it's of particular importance for me. And, I think, the proposal that gentleman put out there, that was great. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. So I'm going to kind of wrap that up there. Because we do need to go and look at a film, and so I don't want to keep these good ladies and gentlemen for any longer. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate that a lot of people will be watching this afterwards, not on the live broadcast. So thank you for watching afterwards. Please do drop any comments in, and I will respond to them. And if there's anything you want to ask the people in the room, some of them are connected to me on Facebook anyway, but I will make sure that they're able to answer any points you've got for them. Thank you for watching, and see you again next week.